Hi, Earth signs. I hope you're well. This is Nikki, the Van Mystic, and today I'm here to do some tarot readings for all of you for the first half of October 2019. So, yes, there will be individual readings for each Earth sign in this video. There will be timestamps in the description box below. So, if you're a Taurus, a Capricorn, or a Virgo, I almost said Gemini. What? Okay, if you're a Taurus, a Capricorn, or a Virgo, Earth signs, you can check the description box below and jump straight to your reading, okay? So, while these readings are intended for your sun signs, you can watch for your moon sign, your rising sign, or whatever you feel called to do. I always suggest that you follow your intuition. Some weeks you may find more resonance with your rising sign, your Venus, your moon, whatever. So, follow your intuition, do what you feel called to do, watch as many readings as you would like to watch, okay? So with all that said, if you love your reading today, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Give this video a thumbs up. I'm struggling. And of course, you can book a private reading with me if you would like. I will add my website link also in the description box below, all those lovely timestamps so that you can check it out, thevanmystic.com. So without further ado, we are going to get started, and we are starting with Taurus today. So hello, Taurus. I'm going to pull some cards for you to give you some insight and guidance on these next couple of weeks. What is coming up for my Taurus people? For the first half of October 2019, what is happening for Taurus? What do you need to know? What is happening, Taurus? Okay. Great. Okay, so we've got the Ten of Swords, we've got Strength, then we've got the Page of Rods and the King of Rods. Doesn't it look like, I don't know, a dad and his kid or something? It's funny, isn't it? Okay, so aside from that first impression, we have got the Ten of Swords and Strength. So I feel that, Taurus, for you, there might be some kind of challenging situation early on in the next couple of weeks, something that feels like a defeat, something that brings you to the brink, something that just causes you a lot of stress, and just kind of feels crappy. But know that there is a big lesson in that, and it will lead to more strength, and you will come out of it okay? It's all for your highest good. It may feel really challenging at first, like for example, I'm really feeling like I see somebody having to confront somebody and it's really uncomfortable and it's really awkward. So it's going to be potentially for some of you something like this. It's going to feel crappy and maybe you end up in a conflict, but it's for your highest and best. You're going to come out. You're going to come out of it having learned a lesson and getting the results that you want. So even though it felt challenging and it felt shitty, it was really for the best for everybody. So you're going to come out of it stronger, whatever this experience is for you, okay? And that was just an example that I feel like is going to apply to at least a few of you. But it's really for your own strength building and your own character building and your spirit building, okay, and growth. So embrace it. Try not to resist it. Try not to get out of it. Try not to avoid it, okay, Taurus, because it's really going to be good for you, even though it hurts a little. Okay. Then I feel like a mentorship vibe or even this kind of parenting vibe coming out of this, like I said. So either a teacher, a parent figure, a mentor, somebody could be stepping into your life in the next couple of weeks that has something to teach you, some wisdom to pass on, okay? So especially when it comes to matters of creativity, following your adventure, following your passion, keep your ears open for some like nuggets of advice coming to you from somebody, maybe somebody unexpected, or maybe somebody expected, like an actual parent or parent figure. So that is going to be valuable for you. That's going to help you to move onward, Taurus, and it's probably going to help you to get through whatever snag you have in the first kind of little section of these next couple of weeks, this first little beginning of October, okay? It's going to help you to find your strength and guide you through this experience, okay? So, Taurus, whew. Next, I'm going to pull a card to represent something that you can be focusing on for these next couple of weeks. So where your focus should be, something you can be putting your energy and intention into, Taurus. What do you need to be focusing on? Knight of Swords, and the Tower, and how, like, fitting with this, like, flaming tower in the background, these cards sort of merge together here. Isn't that cool? Okay, so as your focus, I'm actually feeling like there's kind of a need for you to embrace this kind of, like, badass energy, okay? This energy where you're unafraid and you're fearless and you're kind of just like, no, you know, like, no, this doesn't work for me. And I am going to completely dismantle this structure if it doesn't work for me. And we're all going to have to just find a way to make that work. Okay, so I'm gonna need you to be really fearless when it comes to confrontation. Be unafraid about ruffling feathers, Taurus, and be a little bit bold and even brash with how you confront certain things that are not standing in your way, but are not working for you. You know, don't be afraid to speak up and you know, cause a little bit of friction or irritation. It's okay. You can work through it, okay? Okay, great, Taurus. So next, something that you should not be focusing on, Taurus. Something that might be coming in to distract you, take you off of your true path, away from your focus. Your focus of ass kicking, Taurus, over these next couple weeks. Where should your focus not be? Doing things the traditional way, Taurus. This card is actually associated with the sign of Taurus because Taurus is really a sign of tradition, right? And so as coming through as something that you should not be focusing on for the next couple of weeks is really a need to break from the traditional or appropriate way of doing things. So don't be afraid to kick down the wall and do things in a new way, even if it feels a bit uncomfortable, even if it feels like, yeah, like it's not entirely appropriate, right? That's kind of how this is feeling. It's kind of feeling like sometimes it's okay to just be like, no, fuck it, right? So don't be afraid to break down the walls of, you know, appropriateness, basically. Okay, Taurus, enjoy your next couple of weeks. Godspeed. And I will see you in mid-October for your next reading, okay? Okay, so we are moving on from Taurus and into Virgo. Woo! Virgo cards popping out. So Virgo, a little bit of insight and guidance for you for the first half of October 2019. Okay. Okay, so first of all, Virgo, all your cards coming from underneath the deck, letting me know that there might be some like underlying stuff that has been sort of like sitting and like bubbling up and is now coming to the surface. I also pulled the moon card, so that sort of adds to that message that some things that either you've been avoiding or not consciously aware of are now coming into your vision, your field of vision, and becoming clear. So I've got the star and the moon and the world, major arcana, and I've got the 8 of Pentacles, Virgo. So what I'm feeling here, what I'm feeling here is really, like I said, this bubbling up of things that have been lying dormant in the subconscious and are now coming to the light and offering you an opportunity to heal things and then step through a new door and into something new and to really let go of some old things, maybe like past experiences, you know, experiences from even when you were a child, if you have any experiences of trauma in your life or things that you may be on some level still holding on to, some things that still need healing. Those things may be coming up over the next couple of weeks and you have an opportunity to really tend to them, and not just tend to them, but really move on from them. And of course, we never fully move on, forget some of these things that happen, but there is a really deep opportunity for healing for you, I feel, Virgo, over these next couple of weeks, and a chance for you to kind of step through this new door and into a new phase in a really big way. So put in the work when it comes to your healing and when it comes to, yeah, your emotional healing from your past, and really some shadow shadow work maybe, and really acknowledging some of the stuff that's coming up from your subconscious instead of like trying to shove it down and avoid it because it hurts and it's hard, okay? So do whatever works for you when it comes to that thing, when it comes to those things, okay? Maybe you process really well through journaling, maybe you process really well through dream journeying or meditation work, or maybe even working with an energy healer or a therapist, somebody that can help to guide you through this for some of you. It's just whatever it is for you. Everybody is different, but put an emphasis on healing and you have a real opportunity to break down a wall and step into a new phase, okay? So, Virgo, next I am going to pull a card to represent something that you can be focusing on for the next couple of weeks, something that you can be putting your energy and intention into. Excuse me. Great. 8 of Cups. 8 of Swords. So, breaking free, okay? Like, there's something that's weighing on you, like I said, could even be subconscious, not consciously aware to you, but is coming up now in the next couple of weeks that you need to break from and let go and break yourself free from, okay? So it's really time to let go of some of the emotional baggage and burden that is weighing on you, and empower yourself, okay? It's just time to step into your power and realize that you're not kind of like stuck with this stuff, okay? That you can move on, that there's another way, and that you can let go of things and you can heal. You can heal, Virgo, from some of these things that maybe you feel like you haven't been able to, or maybe you feel like you will never be able to, okay? So put a lot of work into it over the next couple of weeks, and I think you're going to see really big breakthroughs, okay? Okay, so lastly, Virgo, something that you should not be focusing on for these next couple of weeks. So I like to pull this so that you know that something might be coming in to take you off of your path. So where your focus should not be, Virgo. Interesting. Wow, okay, so I've got the High Priestess and the Emperor, and then I have the World here, and I just really get this sense of overwhelm, like you're putting so much pressure on yourself, and I think it's just like these two figures are really masters of the feminine and the masculine energies, and there might be a part of you that feels like you need to master everything in order to heal, or in order to move on, or in order to have a breakthrough. You really don't, okay? So take some pressure off of yourself when it comes to your healing and when it comes to letting things go. It may not look exactly like what you thought it was going to look like. It may be way more low-key than you thought. It may require a lot less resources or tools, or time, right? So don't avoid it just because you think you need to do it a certain way, okay? Or you think you need to master, 700 steps. You don't, okay? So take that pressure off, Virgo, and be open to things like unfolding in a little bit more of an organic way and maybe a little bit more of a simple way. Okay, so have a wonderful couple of weeks, Virgo, and I will see you in mid-October for your reading. Okay, so moving on into Capricorn. So Capricorn, ooh, my goodness. Are you falling apart, Capricorn? Like my cards? Do things feel like they're flying everywhere for you? Let's see what's coming up for you, Capricorn, over these next couple of weeks. What is happening? What do you need to know? My Capricorns, what is going on? What is going on? What is going on? Boop. Okay, yeah. King of Cups, 5 of Swords, Hangman, hello, Hangman, and 3 of Swords. So Capricorn, there is a need to find your an emotionally stable center over the next couple of weeks to kind of remain level-headed, because I feel that you may be coming up against some conflict, some competition, some egos kind of clattering with yours, and it just could get a little bit tense or a little bit messy. And so there's a need for you to really kind of rein in your emotions and find sort of stability for yourself, and to step back from any situations that feel like are gonna cause you to be reactive or cause you to say or do things that you don't really mean, Capricorn, okay? So there's a need to kind of hang back, process, really think things through if you come up against any of this kind of stuff, and really get to the root of the feelings. Like, why is this making you feel sort of like these big feelings? Why is this making you feel so reactive or so angry or so, so big? Why does this feel so big for you? And I feel like once you get to the root of why, it sort of feels like the reaction is bigger than the situation. Once you get to the root of it and you realize that maybe it doesn't really even have that much to do with what's going on in front of you. Maybe it has to do with something that happened in your past that this reminds you of, or something like that. Once you get to the root of it, I think it'll be a little bit easier for you to find your center, reapproach the situation with more of a level head, and really kind of mediate, compromise, and have kind of a graceful experience, okay? So this could show up in your life in big ways, small ways, whatever, depending on you, something to be aware of, and I feel like kind of a trap not to fall into, okay? Okay, Capricorn. So next I'm going to pull a card for you to represent something that you can be focusing on for these next couple of weeks, where your focus should be, something that you can pick to be putting your energy and intention into. Let go of control and embrace the flow, Capricorn, okay? So you may find yourself kind of coming across these situations that you want to control or have go a certain way, and they're just not. And there's really a need for you to recognize when something's just not meant to go the way that you had planned, and that something better is going to unfold in time, even if it's not better immediately or doesn't feel good immediately. It's just not meant to be, or it's not meant to be the way you think. So embrace the flow, embrace some unpredictability, embrace change, okay? And try not to cling so hard to having things go the way that you expected, all right? Okay, Cap, so lastly, I'm going to pull a card for you to represent something that you should not be focusing on for these next couple of weeks. So where should your focus not be? What might be coming in to distract you, take you off of your true path and away from your focus? So 4 of Cups and 7 of Wands. So falling into kind of a funk, a disengagement, a sort of a feeling of apathy, or, however that may manifest for you, kind of feeling like nothing's ever going to go my way, so I'm not going to try, and or falling into a place of defensiveness and feeling like you need to fight and stand up for yourself. So there's really just a need to, I feel, kind of like avoid some unhealthy behaviors that may come up in reaction to some challenges, conflicts, or situations that you may be going through. So recognize if you find yourself slipping into some unhealthy behavior or patterns or whatever, so that you can redirect and really kind of look at that root cause of what's happening and why you're having like these big feelings. And then process and work through it, okay? Find your center, and everything is going to work out fine, okay, Cap? Okay, so I hope you have a great couple weeks, and I will see you in mid-October for your next reading. Bye!